So moving on, he also writes the following, quote, future Europeans will probably be manifold garrulous workers who will be poor in will, extremely employable, and as much in need of a master and commander as of their daily bread. But while the democratization of Europe leads to the production of a type that is prepared for slavery in the subtlest sense, in single exceptional cases, the strong human being will have to turn out stronger and richer than perhaps ever before. I meant to say, the democratization of Europe is at the same time an involuntary arrangement for the cultivation of tyrants, taking that word in every sense, including the most spiritual. Manifold garrulous workers. Now, if Stefan from the Uberboy channel would be interested, what does garrulous mean? What does garrulous mean? Now, garrulous means excessively talkative, and because me and him sometimes often go off on the idea of the left hemisphere and the right hemisphere, kind of coined the idea from Ian McGilchrist in The Master and His Emissary. Garrulous means excessively talkative, especially on trivial matters. So basically the left hemisphere, the ego, the monkey mind, the thing that never stops running through our heads, that it is over-rationalizing every situation, overly contemplative towards the incorrect things. People stuck in their heads theoretically towards lofty ideas that are very ungrounded with the real world, but also regarding life in the same way by functioning through life around this same cognition in this kind of sense. He also says that these workers will be extremely employable, which is not, to be honest, in my view, not really a good thing, to be honest, because you can't have a strong will, as he's saying, and people with poor wills, you can't have a strong will and be really employable at the same time, unless you are destined to be self-employed, because the self-employed person is going to try and accommodate their strong will with whatever it is they love doing. But then he goes on to say, in single exceptional cases, the strong human being will have to turn out stronger and richer than perhaps ever before. So, who's he referring to here? I wonder what type of person or what type of people he's referring to here. You know, the most rich of all rich people today in human history, the Jeff Bezos, the Elon Musks and all of these ones, so wealthy that economics doesn't even matter for them anymore. Economics, because of their extreme wealth, has become a slave system affair that only concerns the masses at this point. These people will transcend of these higher caste systems, their wealth into a higher degree for themselves in space, if you will. That's why they want to go up there, because it's the most ascendant place possible symbolically, that differentiates themselves from the now becoming peasants of the earth. You know, you got this kind of situation here. In the higher echelons of technocratic futurism, you will have these beings of wealth beyond your imagination, you know, who live upon the stars and of highest possible caste in society, because they are beyond wealth, which make me wonder why people think that there will be this future whereby everybody will be doing this kind of egalitarian space travel, where everyone thinks they're on like a bloody Star Trek ship, where they're all going out in an egalitarian way, fighting these different aliens and all of this. You know, whenever space travel, in my opinion, becomes a thing, I only see it as representing, really, the most divided time in human history, because that's just how I see it. So the last thing we have got from Nietzsche's wise old brain is the equalizing of the European is a process that cannot be stopped, and so it must be accelerated, end quote. Which finally describes an ending to what I've been talking about here. Nietzsche was, you could say from this paragraph, the proto-accelerationist. He saw it all coming, you know. He saw the neoliberalism, the people of low willpower, the consumerism, the materialism, the anti-spiritual world, the dead gods, and the rise of the new eventual hierarchy, which will be this attempted two-tier socialist comfort bubble, if you will, whereby everyone is treated as if they are in a narcissistic, abusive relationship with the government that like to tease you with treats only to, you know, strike you back down on the floor again to show you how gullible you are to illusions and deception. But people ultimately will only break free from this, if they let go of this codependency that they have developed with this state through the comforts of modern lifestyle, with this corrupt society we live in, and develop some personal self-integrity, that is the only way we shall break from this potential new world order which is to come about.